Hi my dears, how are you? I hope you are fine. In this video, we are going to see 8th Social NCERT Chapter 5 Industries. You already know, you already visited many industries, small scale industries, large scale industries and many types of industries. In this chapter, we are going to study what are the types, what is meant by industry, industry's definition, what are the types of industries, what are the factors affecting the location of industries, and about iron and steel industry and textile industry. These are the topics we are going to cover in this chapter. Just for example, day-to-day life we are using your books, notes, etc. How it came, how it emerges, how it has been protected, or how the production it has been over. Okay, in forest they are cutting the wood, into small pieces and they are burning, they are using some process to make it into a pulp, and after the pulp is converted into a paper, the paper is again the letters are printed. If it is your book, the letters are printed in the book, and after every printing, all the printings over, it has been binded and laminated, and then only we are receiving our book. This is the process we are undergoing in making a paper. Likewise, how the cotton and textile industries it is working. First, we are plucking the cotton from the tree, and after many processes like spinning, yarning, weaving and dyeing and printing, we are getting the garment cotton dress. Okay, so each and every industry it is having various inputs, process and output. For every industry it differs. For if it is an iron and steel industry, it differs. If it is a textile industry, it differs. So there are various input, process and output in each and every industries. So what are the common inputs for all the industries? Labors, machineries, raw materials, right? These are the inputs for the all the industries. And what is the process? What is mean by process? A task, the work. Task means work that need to complete for a protection. For example, in iron and steel industry, what is the process? Smelting. In textile industry, now only I show you the picture, right? Spinning, yarning, weaving, etc. and dyeing. And what is the output? In different industries, if it is a paper industry, we will get a book as a output. If it is a cotton and textile industry, we will get a dress as a output. If it is iron and steel industry, we will get steel as a output. So, and also we will get some waste, that is plum, from that thing. So these are the input, process and output of common output of different industries. And what is the definition? How can we define industry? Actually, industry it is an economic activity, right? In 4th chapter, in agriculture chapter we studied there are 3 activities: primary activity, secondary activity and economic activity. This industry come under economic activity, that is production of goods and extraction of minerals and provision of services, right? These are the activities carrying over in industries. So next topic, how do we classify industries? Actually, the industries are classified based on 3 main things. First one is raw material, second one is size, and third one is ownership. Raw material means which input we are using to that particular industry. So which input we are giving to the particular industry. Raw material is again classified into according to the inputs: agro based, mineral based, forest based and marine based. And size, that is capital amount, what capital amount we are using. So according to the size it is divided into, you already know about the small scale and large scale industries. And ownership, who is the owner of the particular industry. So according to the ownership it is divided into private sector, public sector, joint sector and cooperative sector. We are going to see these industries one by one. So first one we are going to see according to the raw materials how it is classified. So on the basis of raw material, first thing is agro based. Agro means agriculture. Agriculture means not only plants but also animals. Plant and animal products. The input of this industry will be the products of plants and animals. For example, cotton. In cotton industry, what is the input? We already know cotton. We get this cotton from plant. So it is an agro based industry. And dairy products like milk, whatever cheese it is, we are getting the milk from cow. It is animal. So animal, both plant and animal products are agro-based industries. For example, what you can give lot of examples for this agro-based industries. That is, the input will be the plant products and animal products. Vegetable oil. Vegetable oil means we will get sunflower seeds or etc. Food processing, cotton and textile industries, dairy products, and also we can give the example as leather industries. Leather, where we are getting the leather? From animals. So all the plant and animal products we are using as an input means it is called as agro-based industry. And next one is mineral-based industries. What does mean by mineral-based? Oh, you already know. I said in the third chapter, minerals lesson, we studied how to extract iron from the iron ore. So iron ore will be present naturally in this rocks, and we are just undergoing many processes, and we will convert that iron ore into an iron, and we will convert that into a steel, and we will use the steel for machineries and also for steel rods, etc. So whatever input will be the minerals, then it is called as mineral based industries. If the input are minerals, if the input are plant products and animal products, it is called as agro based industry. And if the input is minerals, for example limestone, copper, aluminium, steel, iron, whatever minerals we are using, gold, diamond, etc., that these are mineral based industries. If we are having a gold jewelry or gold jewelry making industry, then it is called as mineral based industries. And next one is marine based. Marine you already know, it is water related. That is the products that we get from oceans, then that is called as marine based industries. Example, seafoods, okay, fish oil, etc. These are the marine based industries. That input of the particular industry will be from seas and oceans. That is called as marine based industries. And the next one is forest based industries. Forest means whatever things we are getting from forest. You already studied what are the uses of forest, right? For example, paper, furnitures, tires, rubbers, gum, many things we are getting from forest. So if the input is from forest, if the particular industry having input from forest, maybe wood, wood means what and all we can make from wood, furnitures, right, tables, many things we can make from wood, even hut. So these are the examples for forest based industries. So agro based means the input will be plant and animal products. Mineral based means the input will be minerals. Marine based means the input will be from sea and oceans. Forest based means the input will be from forest. So these are the classifications under the industries classifications under raw materials. And next one we go for, on the basis of size, the industries are broadly divided into small scale and large scale. Small scale, in the name itself we are having the capital is very less, output is less, laborers is very less, right? Everything will be very low. A small industry, small scale, capital less, money investment is less, laborers they are working, it is also very less, and the output is also very less. And large scale, that is big capital, big amount, huge number of laborers, and large number of outputs. These are the difference between small scale and large scale industry. We can give examples for small scale industries as basket weaving, pottery making, handicrafts. If we are doing a jewelry, example silk thread jewelry or beads jewelry in your home using 1 or 2 laborers, then it is called a small scale industry. Large scale industry means like automobile industry, iron and steel industry, heavy machinery industry. In these industries, many workers, many laborers will be there, and the capital what we invest it is also very high, and the output what we get it is also very high. So these are the examples for small scale and large scale industries. Then on the basis of ownership, first one is private sector. It is completely belong to an individual or group of individual. Okay, if the particular industry belong to me or belong to me and my friend, that is called as private sector. For example, Reliance Industries. And the next one is public sector. From the name itself, we can know it is completely operated by government. HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, and SAIL. These are the two examples here I gave for public sector. That is completely it is operated by government. And next one is joint sector. Joint sector means both it is operated with the help of individual and also government. For example, government aided schools you gone through, no? That is, it belongs to both individual and government. Both are having a rights in that particular industries. Both individual and government, they are having right in that ownership in that particular industry. For example, Maruti Suzuki. In Maruti Suzuki, it is a government company and also it is owned by some individuals. So it is called as joint sector. And cooperative means it is completely depend upon the workers who supply raw materials. For example, Amul means many of the people they are supplying milk to that Amul. Many peoples, those who are having cow in their home, they are supplying milk to their Amul company. So it is called as cooperative company. Completely depends upon the peoples who is supplying raw materials to the particular industry. So that is these are the topics under ownership. There is private sector, that is completely belongs to an individual or group of individual. Public sector, it is operated by government. Joint sector, it is operated both by government and also by an individual. Cooperative sector, it belongs to the workers who supply raw materials. And distribution of industries. Broadly here in this chapter, we are dividing the industries into three. Okay, iron and steel industry, textile industry and IT industry. Okay, iron and steel industry, it is in Germany, USA, China, Japan and Russia. And textile industries you already know, dresses, we can prepare dresses by using some processes. It is in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. And famous emerging sunrise industries, it is called as information technology. Many of the plenty of people they are working in this IT nowadays. So it is in California and in India it is in Bangalore and Chennai. And next we are going to see about iron and steel industries. Iron and steel industry, what is the input for this iron and steel industry? We already said every industry have three things: input, process, output. What is the input for the particular iron and steel industry? Yes, iron ore, coal, limestone. These three are input for iron and steel industries. That is, accurately we are using 8 tons of coals, 4 tons of iron ore and 1 tons of limestone. It make you 1 ton of steel. Okay, these are the inputs, that is iron ore, coal and limestone. These are the three inputs of, that is raw material input to the company. And labor, machines, capital, site, these are the other inputs for this iron and steel company. And what are the process they are involving to make this iron ore into a steel means? They are using main process in the iron and steel industry, it is called as smelting. What is meant by smelting? It is a process in which metals are extracted from their ores. For example, if you are getting the iron ore from the rocks, it will convert that iron ore into the metal. We will just in a furnace, they will mix this iron ore, limestone and coal, and they will melt everything and they will convert that iron ore into a particular iron rod. Okay, that is called as smelting. After that they will refine and they will take the waste out and they will take the inputs. And what is the input? I already said, if you are using 8 ton of coal and 4 ton of iron ore and 1 ton of limestone, you will get 1 ton of steel. The steel is obtained as an output in iron and steel industries. Okay, what are the uses of the steel industry? Actually, we are just giving the name for the steel industry as the backbone of modern industries. See here in picture, for making a ship, for making a train, for making a truck, for making a safety pin, for making a car, whatever industry it may be, for constructing a home, from safety pin to building a house, everything we are using the steel industries. Ships, trucks, automobile industries, safety pins, needles, heavy machineries to drilling machineries, shafting machineries, pipelines, everywhere we are using the steel. So only we are just giving the name for the steel as backbone of modern industries. And also what are the properties of steel means? It can be easily shaped. We can make it into a different shape. We can cut it easily and we can make that steel into a wire easily. And if you are adding some metals like alloys, aluminum, nickel, copper and whatever it is, it will give you different products with high resist from rust. Rust means thuru pidikama paathukiradhu. And the steel is produced in many places in India like Bihali, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, many places. And in Karnataka, Vijayanagar and Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, and Tamil Nadu it is famous in Salem. Actually this India steel production increased in 1947 during independence. We Indians we are producing 1 million ton of steel. But in 2002 we are producing 30 million tons in 2002. 30 million tons, and you can check for 2020 how many millions it has been extended in 2020. And TISCO, if you are studying about iron and steel company wherever it is, you will study about TISCO. It is an important company. What does mean by TISCO? What is the expansion of TISCO? Tata Iron and Steel Company. It is in Jamshedpur and it is in the state Jharkhand, and it is located in Shakshi. In 1907, before independence itself, this TISCO it has been started in Shakshi. Why they have choose this place? Because here the Shakshi is near to railway, that is Bengal Nagpur railway line, that is 32 kilometers distance, and we can get more iron ore near this Shakshi. And also the market level it is very high in near, that is Kolkata, it is very nearer to it. And we can find all the ores, all the inputs, raw materials like limestone, iron ore, everything near this Odisha and Chandigarh. And we can get plenty of water supply from the river like Shabarnarekha near this TISCO. Actually in India, this iron and steel company it is very famous in Jamshedpur. Like that in USA, it is famous in Pittsburgh. Because same thing, why they have set up this iron and steel company in Pittsburgh means due to availability of raw material, due to availability of laborers, and due to availability of export and import facilities like railway lanes and airlines. So everything it is nearer to this particular place. So only they have set up this iron and steel company in USA in Pittsburgh. And here we are going to see the next industry, that is iron and cotton, cotton and textile industries. That is the oldest industry in the world. Right, in the world, this cotton industry is the oldest industry. And the textile it is a Latin word and it is derived from texture. That is, we will use the raw material, fiber as a raw material. There are two kinds of fibers. One is natural fiber, another one is man-made fiber. Natural you already know, we are getting from nature. Naturally, that is wool, silk, cotton, jute. For example, cotton we are getting from plant, silk we are getting from cocoons, right away, everything. Then the man-made, what are the man-made fibers? That is we are producing manually. Nylon, polyester, acrylic, rayon, these are the man-made fibers. So these are the two input for the cotton and textile industries, that is natural fibers and man-made fibers. Actually this cotton and textile industries, it is famous in India, China, Japan and USA. And 1/3 of the Indian textile industries, the total production is exported in the whole world. The first textile industry with high amount of machineries, it is established in Mumbai in 1854. Actually, other important centers in India are Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Pondicherry, Mumbai, Kolkata, Panipat, etc. And not only in 1854, many years before itself, we Indians, we are producing very quality and designed cotton. There is many different types. There is muslin from Daha, and chitness from Musalipattinam, and calicos from Calicut, and gold rod from Surat. Many types of cotton and many dress qualities are exported from India, and many peoples worldwide they have used this. But after the invention of the spinning jenny in British, everything become very low. So only the Indians started to invest their money in making a machinery used textile industries. And in India, Ahmedabad, it is called as Manchester of India. That is, the first mill have been established in 1859, and it became the second largest city next to Mumbai, And why it is located in this Ahmedabad? Because the Samarmadi river, it is near to this industry, and the cotton growing area, it is also nearer to the particular industry in Ahmedabad, and the raw materials like cotton, everything we can get nearer to it. And skilled laborers, skilled means they know this work already. So the skilled laborers are more in this particular place, and road lines, railway lines, everything it is nearer to this particular place. Like this, actually Manchester of India, it is Ahmedabad. Like that, Manchester of Japan, it is Osaka. So the same reasons why they have set up this textile industry in Osaka, because you are having this Yodo river near to this, and climate is very nice for weaving, and we can get skilled laborers, and both airlines and railway lines are near to this. Here we are going to end this chapter. What and all we have learned in this chapter? Definition for industries. What are the input, process and output for particular industries? And what are the classification of industries based on raw material, size and ownership? And what are the different distribution of industries in the worldwide? We have studied deeply about two industries, that is iron and textile industry, iron and steel industries, and cotton and textile industries. We shall meet in chapter 6, human resources. Thank you, dears.